Hi everyone, it's Bethany, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how you can create your own personalized planner stickers. I'm really excited because I am a planner person. I am a paper and pen type of girl. In this digital world, my husband has always been trying to get me to do digital planning, and I just cannot. I am a paper and pen type of planner. So the planner that I personally love, I think I'm going on my fourth or fifth year using this planner, but it is called the Simplified Planner. I absolutely adore it. It just helps me to be intentional with my time, from planning out my crafts, from keeping the girls' school schedule all organized and all the activities. And let me tell you, my goodness, my planner fills so quickly sometimes that if I lost my planner, I honestly don't know if I would know what to do that day. And I know that sounds silly, but I really rely on it. So planner stickers are just a fun way to not only keep yourself organized and help you be more intentional with your time, but it's also just a really fun way to have some fun with your planner and create some little visual fun with your pages. So you can buy planner stickers just about anywhere. They're kind of the rage right now, but if you wanted to create planner stickers of your own, then I will show you exactly how you can do that. So what we're going to need today, it's super simple. We're only going to be using 2 different materials. Well, I guess 3 if you count your cutting machine. So we're going to be using the Cricut Maker, but as for physical materials, what we're going to be using is a Cricut mat, and I'm going to be using my blue light grip mat, and then we're going to be using sticker paper. So this is Cricut printable sticker paper. So what we'll do with this is we'll actually create our design in Design Space, and we will send the design to our printer. So we'll send it to our home printer. We will feed the sticker paper through the printer, and it will print out our stickers here. Then we will insert it into the Cricut, and then the Cricut will cut it. It's all super easy, super fun. This tutorial will mostly take place in Design Space because it's all about designing. But I will definitely show you how we will cut them and give you the final reveal at the end. So this is going to be really fun. I'm super excited. I love anything that has to do with planning and organizing, so this is really up my alley. So if you are ready to start creating some planner stickers, then let's hop into Design Space, and I will show you how you can create some cute little stickers that are personal to you, and feel free to tailor them to change out some icons to make your stickers fit what your planning purposes are. All right, let's go into Cricut Design Space.
Okay, so here we are in Cricut Design Space, and what we're going to do is we are going to make 12 different little icon stickers. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to go into the images, and we're going to start adding all of the different icons that we want. So yours might look different than mine, and that's completely fine. So you'll just add whatever little images you are currently in need of for your planner, and this will kind of just depend on your season of life, your activities, and all the things that you use your planner for. So I'll start by I'll go through each of mine just to give you an idea of just ideas. So the first one I'm going to do is pencil. So I'm just going to type and hit enter, and then I'll go through and search for the one I want. And once I find what I want, I'm just going to go ahead and click it. So once you click it, it's already added down here into this bottom little banner down here. And that will let you know that you have selected it and it's ready to go. So then I'm going to come back up to the search bar right up here, and I am going to then type in luggage. So the pencil is going to be for any school related activity, anything that has to do with the kids at school. So luggage, of course, will be anything that has to do with travel and vacation. And so I'll click this one, and again it adds it right down here. So this allows us just to start adding all of the images we want, and then once we're done we can put them in our canvas. So that one's added. So the next one will be heart, and this one is going to be for date night. The next one is this one sounds funny, but this one says holding money bag. And it sounds funny, but I'm going to do a little bit of contouring with this one. So this is going to represent any type of payments that I need to do that day, such as ballet fees or tuition. So that'll alert me for that. The next one is going to be coffee cup. And I'm going to use this one for any type of gathering. And the next one is tooth, which obviously will be for dental visits. And telephone. This one is kind of unique too. It's super important. It's very helpful right now just to see my friends, see them face to face, and on the phone, of course, but it's just helping me be intentional about reaching out and making sure that I am maintaining my sense of community during all of this. Okay, and then the next one is called First Aid Label. So these all are kind of specific titles that I'm putting in because I've searched for these before on what I'm gonna use. So I wanted to make sure I went through these one by one though, just because sometimes I get questions about exact images I use, so that way you know exactly what I'm typing in to do this. So I'm going to do some contouring on this as well, and this is just going to be for any type of medical visit. And if you're a mama, you know that there's a lot of medical visits with little ones, whether it's just a well checkup or all of a sudden you have, something that sprung out of the blue. Okay, and then the next one is cake. And this one will be for any type of celebration, like a birthday. I'm going to use this really pretty pedestal cake. And then the next one is going to be shopping cart. And that is going to be any type of grocery that I'm gonna need to plan for that day. And then cross, I need one more S. Cross is going to be for any type of church related activity, or if it's church day. So we'll do that. And then the last one is going to be nail polish, and that one is for helping schedule some quality mama time for myself. So I want to make sure that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I have the 12 ones that I'm going to use. So once I have all of them that I'd like, and again, yours may look different than mine, and that's completely fine. So you're just going to choose whatever icons and tasks that will represent those for yourself. And so I'm just going to hit insert images, and it's going to put all of those 12 things into my planner. Into my canvas. So now I'm going to start dragging them and kind of sorting them. So down here, I'm going to sort all of the ones that I'm going to need to do a little bit of extra work to. So the other ones I'll just kind of do a little extra work with. That way I get them exactly how I want them. Okay, so let's start with that. So what I'm going to do with some of these is I'm going to actually contour them out, and I like to still see the one I'm working with. So it does edit it in real time, so it's helpful to have it kind of away from this box so you can see what it's doing. So contouring is just hiding all of the areas that you don't want to use of the image. So you just will click what you want to take away. So I'm just going to take away, I like the shape of the cross, but I just want to take away the little teardrop scallops, if you will, from there. So then you just click exit out, and then I'm going to put them up here when they're done. So this one is great, but I just want to use the little money sign. So I will go ahead, and I'm just reducing these so I can see what I'm working with. I'm going to go ahead and you just kind of highlight and hover over, and then once it highlights, you can click it. And then I'll just continue and contour. And I really love the little medical bag in this one. I think it's super cute. And I'm just gonna hide all of the little areas that I don't want. And again, click exit, then it's done. This one's so cute, but I'm not really wanting the eyes and the nose, or eyes and the mouth for this particular project. It's super sweet, but just not for this purpose. I wanted it to just be a little bit more basic. Okay, and then the final one is the shopping cart, and I just kind of want this to be the cart only without the circle. Okay, so those are all perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I have them all here. Let me just make them a tad smaller. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, one of the great things about creating your own stickers is you can make them any color you want. You can just kind of start adding a little bit of personality as you start kind of creating a color palette. So I'm actually going to base everything off of this little pedestal cake, and I love the color palette. So once you click this, you have all of the colors within, let me see if I can find one. Let me click this one. So you have the color palette kind of already in here. Once you put any of the images on your canvas, their color palettes start, this particular image has two different layers. So it has like the background layer, which is kind of this darker teal, and then it has this mint layer, which is the details such as the handle and the top of the luggage. So I'm just going to click that, and again, this is two layers. I'm going to make this top layer a pink, and then I'm going to make the bottom layer, I'm going to turn that white. Okay, and so these will all just kind of start taking shape. So then I think I'll make this one the blue. I'm kind of going with a teal and a blush and a green look, or yeah, so these three colors, this kind of blue, this pink, and then this green I really like. So I'll make this one, I'll do this one pink. I think I'll keep this one that nice, it's kind of a seafoam color. This one could maybe be the blue, and you can always change these. So if down the road, you know, that you want to change them out, then that's totally fine. So I'll do that one pink. This one can be the blue. And this one, let's see, maybe the green. And then this one, pink. Okay. So now, whoops, now that I have all those there, this I'm going to keep a traditional kind of school color yellow because I think it's going to really be pretty once it goes on the icon. So I'm going to do that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the actual sticker that these are all going to be placed on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the shapes box and I'm going to grab a circle, and it is going to be a 1/2 inch. So you can either use these double arrows to drag in and out to size it. I just like to go up here to the size little box and I'll just type in 0.5, and since it is locked, it will add it, it will make the length and the width constant. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make everything a little smaller real quick, and I'm going to drag them down, and then I'm going to make everything bigger. Okay, that way we can really see everything. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to create these little stickers in the three main colors I'm using. So the first one again is going to be the pink, and then I'm going to duplicate that. One is going to be the blue. So let me duplicate that, and I will make this next one that nice blue color, and then I will duplicate that a couple times. Duplicate. So again, I'm going to have a total of 12 stickers, and then duplicate. Okay, so then I'm just going to kind of put these in the order that I would like. Okay. And just select all three of these and bring these over. Okay, so now these are the icons that I'm going to be using. So now I can start, let's double check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so now I can just start dragging and placing things where I want them. So I can start with this one, and I'm going to say bring to send to front, and I am going to just size this down and bring it over. So now once I have done that, I can kind of size it up if I'd like. And then I will highlight it, and then I will align and say center, and that's just going to center the nail polish onto the icon. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this from a cut file. So right now this is a cut file and the circles are a cut file, and I'm going to make it a print and cut. That way we can print it on stickers. So that step is just highlighting and then coming over here and saying flatten. And then it makes it a nice pretty little sticker. So then I can just redo that for the next one. So I will go ahead and just size this down, and then if I try to bring it over, it's going to bring it to the back. So what I'll do again is hit the right click, and then I will say send to front, and then I'll just place it on there, sticker, highlight both, and then I will say align center, and then I will go down again and flatten it. I love the flattening. I think it really transforms it, and then it gives you a real accurate idea of what it's going to print like. So it's a really fun little process. This one, again, send to front, drag down, kind of size it how I want, and then highlight to center it, and then flatten. So it's all very, very repetitive. So once you get in your groove, you will it really goes fast. So you just kind of have to do the first couple, and then it kind of gets easier. So I'm just about centering it too much, and then flatten. And then this pink one, I think I'm going to do the heart on here. I might make this heart white. So let's do that, and then send to front. That looks pretty good, but sometimes when you center it doesn't look amazing. And it's kind of based on the shape that you're using too, so you can always tailor that and you know, change it up. Okay, so then this teal one is going to be, I might make this one white as well. Do the money sign. Okay, center front. So again, you can use any icons that you would like. If you want to do, you know, anniversaries, if you have a pet, you could do some type of pet visits for the doctor, do little puppy paws. That would be super cute. The ideas are really endless. So let's see, flatten this. Okay, and then the blue, let's see, I might make this one white as well. So it's okay to kind of change your mind as you go because you want them to look the best that you want. And once you kind of get the icons all made, then it's kind of easy to determine how you want everything to be colored. So you'll just kind of pick a color palette and go with that. There's so many different ways you could do rainbow colors, any colors that you really like. So this one, I think I'll put the cake on here. This one's my favorite. I think it's super pretty. This little cake. Get a little bit smaller and then center it. So this is all the, you know, tedious work up front, because now once you have your stickers made, you'll just save your project, and you know, you're going to make sure that once you run out of stickers, and you can just come in and reprint them. So this is really the tedious project. You can also, you know, if you go get down the road and you're enjoying your planner stickers, but you're thinking, oh, I'd really like a sticker for, you know, this or that, or, you know, your season in life changes and you add a new event, you can always come back in and add more. So this is just a really fun little project. So now we are all good. We have all 12 of our stickers made. So what we'll do is we will go through and let's see, I'm just gonna kind of place them just a little bit more before I do this next part. So now we are just going to kind of organize them so that they are going to be ready to print. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything, and I am going to go up to a line, and I'm going to say distribute horizontally. Okay, and so why I kind of moved them beforehand is because I kind of wanted to tell my computer the spacing I was kind of going for. So that way it would kind of read where I was kind of getting close, and then it would fix it for me. Okay, and then now with them selected again, I will say align, and then I'll say align bottom. So now they're all perfectly straight. So I can just kind of pull them up here. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to attach all of them. So I have all of them organized. I have them color coded. I kind of have a pattern here. I have blue, pink, seafoam, blue, pink, seafoam, blue, blah, blah, blah. So I have a little ABC pattern going on. And so I want them to print just like this. So if I don't do anything additional, they're just going to kind of go all over the sticker paper however they want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach them. And what that does is that make sure that they are going to cut in this order. So now when I go to duplicate this whole line, and it might take a moment to do that, but when I go to duplicate it, then it's going to put it all together the same exact way. So then once it goes onto my sticker paper, then they're all going to print in rows. So all the nail polish will print down this row, all of the logo will be in its own row. Then you'll know which one's running out, and etc. So now I'm just going to start duplicating each one. It might take a minute to do it because they are big files. But we will double check. So I'll keep duplicating, and then we will start preparing this to cut. Okay, so I just kept duplicating my rows, and a cheat you can do is once you have like 5 rows, you can highlight all of them and then just hit duplicate, and then it will duplicate 5 additional ones. So it'll make it quicker. So now that I have everything, they're all organized nice. So what I can do is I can just say, let's see, I'll align them and just say distribute, let's just say align right. Okay, so it just kind of gets them all organized for us. So now they're all nice and pretty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using my maker. I'm going to go over here and click make it. And it's just going to find, it takes a little bit with this particular project because there are a lot of little files in there, so just be patient with it. Okay, so now look how beautifully it places it on there, and that again is because you did the attach button. So make sure you do the attach so that all of the nail polish is all in one line, luggage, pencils, etc. If you don't do the attach button, it's just going to scatter all of them around the mat, and I mean, it's up to you, but for me, I like visually being able to see which stickers I have and have them in their proper rows. That way, if I'm running low on one, then I can know which ones I need to go back and reprint, if I want to do that individually, or if I just want to print a new sheet. It just kind of makes organization a little bit easier. So now this is, again, a print then cut, so we're going to go ahead and click continue. So what this will do is it's actually going to print this out on our printer. So we're going to feed our sticker paper through our printer. So I'm going to say send to printer first. And now what will happen is my Cricut Design Space is going to send this to the printer. So I will load my sticker paper into my printer and it will print onto the sticker paper. So I'm going to turn bleed on, and what this does is it adds in between that little buffer and the actual image, and it will get a clean cut every time. So I'm going to add bleed. So I'm going to click print. I'm actually not going to print it right now because I haven't loaded my paper. So what I would do is click print, and then it would pop out on my printer, on my sticker paper. And so then let's click the maker here. Okay, and then once your machine is selected, then after that, I'll just say that I've already printed. So the next thing after your printer has printed your stickers, what you'll do is you'll come down here and you will actually select sticker paper. And so then that's when you're going to place your sticker paper on your mat, and then your stickers will all cut out on those little circles. So what we'll do is we'll get that everything printed and we will start getting everything cut. So again, my fine blade is loaded, and then we'll get everything cut out and we will see the final product. It's going to be really pretty.
Okay, so I was using my new printer and it was not loving the sticker paper. So I'm going to show you what we did the first time. So the first one that came out, I just fed it through in a regular paper setting. And if you can see, the top of the registration box or the registration mark is completely cut off, and it was just having trouble feeding it. So the change I made was I did go into my printer settings and I made sure that it was thick paper. So because this sticker paper is almost like cardstock, it's very, very thick. It's a lot more thick and durable. So you want to make sure if you are having trouble, because you do want to make sure that you have this entire registration box, because that is how your Cricut's going to read it. So if it comes out like this, then try changing your paper settings to do thick paper for your printer and see if this works better. If you're still having trouble and it's just not working, I had to feed mine through a couple times and it was giving me a heart attack each time because I don't want to waste my paper. But if you have printable vinyl at home too, you can feed through printable vinyl too, and you can still use them like you would a sticker. So there are a couple different options for you if you're having problems with that, but try that thicker paper setting and it seemed to work good. So I wanted to show you kind of what little snafu happened, because if this happens to you, it happened to me, and there are a couple workarounds that worked for me, and so hopefully they work for you too. So this one I'm not going to use because I don't have all of my registration marks, so that's not going to work. So now what I'm going to do is, this one worked a lot better. I can go ahead and grab my mat, and what I'll do is I will just place my sticker paper right on the mat. Let me know if that's happened to any of you guys too with the sticker paper. It's super thick, so it's definitely different than the printable vinyl. Okay, so I'm just going to use my brayer tool, and I'm just going to make sure that that sticker paper is really on there. Again, you want to make sure that your registration marks are all still on the paper. So you do not want to do any cutting. Just place your sticker paper right on the mat, just like this. So this little black box is what the Cricut is going to use to read the image. So what it'll do is it'll go through and it will scan the box line by line, And then it will know, in reference to the black box line, the registration marks, it will know where to cut the stickers. It will know where everything's located. So you want to make sure that that is all good. So now what we'll do, let me make sure my design space is up. We will go ahead and make sure that's really, really down. Okay, so now we'll just load the mat into our Cricut. And what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to unload that. I'm going to move my little wheels. Let's see if you guys can see that. I'm going to move my little wheels to the side a little bit because I don't want them to create little wheel marks on, since this is a little bit thicker, I don't want it to create little marks on my sticker paper. I don't know if it would have, but so that's optional, but it made me nervous, so I'm just gonna try that. Okay, so now everything is good. My fine point blade is loaded, and I can just click the Cricut button, which says go, and we'll cross our fingers. So now it's just going through and it's scanning all of the lines to make sure that it knows where the lines and the entire box is, and then it will be able to know where all the little circles are on the mat so that it can cut them out. So now it's just starting to cut, so it's going line by line, and this is probably going to take a little bit, so I will go ahead and time it for you. That way you know how long this will take, but now it's just doing all the little circular cuts. It's doing a really good job. It's making me really excited to see how it turns out. Okay, so it's done. And click on load. That took about, let's say 8 minutes. Let's say 8 to 10 minutes to cut that all out. And they look awesome. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It was so worth that little snafu with the sticker paper going into the printer because these turned out so great. So what I'll do is I'm going to flip this over and I'm just going to press my palm against the sticker paper and then peel the mat from the sticker paper. That way the stickers don't start curling or peeling up if you're, trying to rip this off of the mat. So these look so good. I love how they look. So I would recommend that you definitely do the bleed. So you want to turn bleed on, and I'll show you. Let's see. Let's grab our planner and we'll put a sticker on. So I just randomly have it in July here. So let's do a little cross one so they peel up perfectly. They're awesome. And we'll just put that, of course, every Sunday. Put that right on there. Whoops. Come on, little guy. There we go. So it's stuck right on there. Perfect. Okay, so if you'll notice, it might be a little hard to see, but there is a lot of extra ink around the actual circle that I took the sticker off of. So definitely turn bleed on because it gives you a nice clean cut on your actual sticker. So these look really, really cute. So other ideas you could do holidays or any type of anniversaries, any type of sticker. That's why I think it's really fun to create your own because you can really personalize it to the season of life you're in. If you have like a book club that you join every month, then you can do a book club sticker, any type of thing that represents your activities and your daily life at this season in life. So I think these are really fun. I love how these turned out. I'll be sure to link my planner. You guys have got to run over and see the new designs that are coming out for, I think the academics, that's what I'm on the academic schedule. So that's why I just purchased mine because mine will start in September. You guys have to see them. They're so pretty and they're really, really great tool to help you be intentional with your time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. These turned out amazing. I'm really happy with them. And I like that I could do any type of color combination that I like that kind of represents me and what I kind of like my personality. So be sure if you enjoyed this to give us a thumbs up. And if you would love to subscribe, I would really love to have you. We have a lot of fun things coming up on the channel. Be sure to stick around and browse around all my other videos. We've been having a lot of fun with all the machines and it's been a really, really fun time. So, alright guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.